Whenever we are in the mood to have fun or chill out, may it be with friends or families, the first thought that comes in our mind is to go to shopping mall. So, hello and welcome everyone. I have with me Mr. Bala Subramaniam.
Namaskar.
He is the one who built India's first shopping mall. And so after you built India's first shopping mall and now you have shifted to Ekal. So Ekal works in ground level and then so like how did you join Ekal? What was the inspiration behind joining Ekal?
Uh, Actually, I had a friend, Fomra of Fomra Electricals, who are a supplier of electrical products to us, and his Sambandhi Rathi from Bangalore were planning to start a FTS chapter in Chennai. So Fomra requested me to join, and I always felt that serving society is an important obligation for us. There is a Sanskrit saying, Paropakaraya vadanti vrikshaha, Paropakaraya gavanti gavaya, Paropakaraya vahanti nadyaha, Paropakaraya idam shariram. इसका मतलब है कि the trees yield fruits, flowers and leaves not for itself but for others. The cow yields milk not for itself but for others. The rivers yield water not for itself but for others to drink it. The human body has been given to us only not for ourselves but to serve others. So this is the whole purpose of life, and I thought after I received the request for Ekal, I thought it is an opportunity to be of service and try to fulfill one of the important objectives of life, and therefore I joined Ekal as Vice President.
So sir, like you said that you joined Ekal when it started in Chennai, like
Yes.
for the first time it started in Chennai. So the time period then and now has like a vast difference. So then what differences do you notice that you think has changed for a lot betterment of the people? So what are the changes you see in that?
No, Ekal started as a small movement. We used to run about 1,300 schools. But at that time, before the formation of the Tamil Nadu chapter, the entire funding used to come from Calcutta and other cities like Bombay. But after we formed the FTS in Chennai, not only were we able to collect funds for all the schools in Tamil Nadu, but also we were collected extra funds and we were supporting schools in Andhra Pradesh. So I think the opening of the chapter was worthwhile because it enabled Ekal to get more funds not only for schools in Tamil Nadu but for other states also.
So sir, like you cover like how many cities of like how many part of Chennai under this Ekal Abhiyan total?
Uh, See, Ekal Sambag Tamil Nadu is covering only Tamil Nadu, but we have three states in the south, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Karnataka, which comes under Prabhag 10. The Prabhag 10 was headed by Mr. Damani, who suddenly passed away about 2 years back, and then Shamji requested me to move from FTS and take charge of Ekal. So now I am Adhyaksha or President of P10 and responsible for three states of Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Kerala.
So like since the responsibility you have is huge, right? So what are the changes or what are your future plans for this Prabhat 10 you are covering right now?
Actually, in Tamil Nadu, we were focusing, or in Prabhag 10, we were focusing on all the 5 IIMs earlier. We had lot of issues, and therefore, after Shamji's Pravas in the south, it was decided to have a more focused approach, and therefore we decided to focus only on two main things, Prathimik Siksha and Harikatha or Sanskar. See, I think it is very important to know that the south is totally different from the north or the east or rest of the country, because south was fully developed way back. In fact, way back in 1962, we had schools in every village. So it's not like other east, Prathimik Siksha was not so important because every village had its school. Similarly on health, every village almost has a PHC, and people are quite educated and they know about self-governance also. Therefore, I think the South has to be treated different, and then we have got language issues. So, it is quite a challenge. So, we have decided to have Prathimik Shiksha because that is the way to be able to enter into a village. Because when you say education, there will not be any objection. We must also realize that South is now governed for the last so many years by local parties who are very regionalistic, and therefore it is very difficult. They are also anti-Hindi. So, we have to be very careful to treat that. They are sometimes anti-Sanatan Dharma also. So, we have to handle the situation very carefully compared to all other places. It is quite a challenge.
I agree. Like, so just you said that, it is, the people are mostly educated, and then you also said that it has high risk since people are somewhat anti, Sanatan there. So, how do you plan to incorporate Sanskar
Yeah,
into the children's or people?
That's why we have realized that Sanskar is the most important thing, and that's the easiest way. In fact, Vivekananda has told long back that the basic foundation, the basic backbone of India is religion. And then you have to approach people, you have to change them. It is only through religion we can change. And therefore, we realize that this sanskar is a very important thing. And in fact, we have started a sanskar pratikshan kendra in Kumbakonam, near my village, in my village. In fact, my house has been given as the training center, and it's operating from my ancestral home in Tiruvadaimudur. We are trying to regularly train people, but our problem is to get the resources, get acharyas or karyakartas who have the inclination and the motivation to learn sanskar and teach sanskar. So, it is very important.
So I think you would agree that there is a vast difference between culture in South and culture in North. So, like, you are incorporating sanskar in people in living in South. So, like, are they happily agreeing to, learn sanskar and whatever education you are giving them, or like, do you have to convince, or like, you have to teach them that what exactly sanskar is, and then they come in?
See, every human is good, and everybody needs God at some point of time, because everybody passes through some difficulty or the other, and he looks to some entity for support and succor, and therefore everybody will realize the importance of sanskar. But the only thing we have to realize that it has to be local, it has to be done in local languages. We can't impose Hanuman Chalisa and say everybody should learn Hanuman Chalisa. When they don't know a word of Hindi, how are they going to learn Hanuman Chalisa, and how they will recite? They will not even make effort to learn. They will run away when we want to teach Hanuman. So, we have to, there are local similar like Hanuman Chalisa called Skandasashti, so many local slokas in Tamil, in Telugu, in Malayalam, and there are local deities which are popular, like just as Hanuman is popular in North, Karthik, who is not so popular in the North, is very popular in South, Ganesh Ji ka bhai. And therefore in Kerala, for instance, Ayyappa is popular. In Karnataka, Chamundeshwari Devi is popular. So, I think we have to understand the local situation and try to give everybody the food in the taste they like it, then they will accept it.
So, like, since you are the Adhyaksh or the head of the Prabhav, so like you said, there are a lot of challenges. You are not getting acharyas and other things. So, like, how do you, how are you planning to tackle the problems in the upcoming future? Like, what are the solutions, or how do you manage to tackle them?
Basically, the best way is in Tamil Nadu, we have to have most of the karyakartas and acharyas as ladies, because ladies come into villages, getting married into the villages. Unfortunately, all of them are highly educated. In fact, when we recruited some 23 acharyas recently, all the 23 ladies were ladies, and they were all graduates or double graduates. So when they come to a village, they don't have much to do. Then we can give them this money and also convince them and persuade them of the great service they are doing and the national purpose. And I think if they get convinced, they will certainly do, because they are able to remain in the same village, spend 2 hours or 3 hours for school work during evening hours when they are free. So we have to tackle that way. I think we have to depend more on Stree Shakti than men folk.
For sure. So, like we said, Ekal works on ground level. So, before came in and like after Ekal, so what are the changes you noticed, or what are the changes you saw that took place after joining Ekal, or after Ekal was established in Chennai?
Uh, uh, See, the Tamil Nadu schools were there even before the FTS chapter came. So Ekal has been there for quite some time. Only the collection took place here. So Ekal has been there for quite some time. The important changes we are seeing is that because we are now laying emphasis on Sanskar, I think this will have a great impact of uniting the people together on the basis of Sanskar. And then I think making everyone through culture, ultimately it benefits the individual, because everyone gets transformed, becomes a better person. I think what is in Sanskar, the advantage is everyone, there is a qualitative change in both the teacher and the individual. I think that qualitative change of making people a better individual is the first contribution. And second contribution is, if we can increase the patriotism and the keenness to have a great country and pride in our country, I think that's also an important achievement we will make. I think that is a more area of importance than Prathimik Shiksha, because most of them are quite well educated, schools are available, all children are given school, but I think Sanskar is an important area we can contribute.
So that was very insightful, sir. I am sure under your leadership, Ekal in Chennai will grow even much higher than it is right now.
I do
So, yeah.
hope. But we are making efforts in Kerala and also Karnataka, but unfortunately everywhere now we have governments which are not likely to support. In Kerala we have a communist government, we had an Ekal on wheels which we wanted to give, the car where the vehicle where we teach computer. For 2 years we didn't get a road transport license for it, and then I had to send the vehicle back to Mysore, to Karnataka. So we have issues like that. We don't have in Tamil Nadu also. There is opposition wherever we try to open school or start Sanskar Kendras, but we have to surmount them. As they say, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we should try to do.
I'm sure it will grow much. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you. Thank you.